Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day and it's had a good day so far. We have more FIFA Club World Cup games, more Gold Cup games, so we have more games, more props to go through. So I have some plays that I like. As always, if I do have any added plays, it will be in the pinned comment either later tonight, but more than likely tomorrow. I'll try because I'm if you're in the Discord, you know that I just like today I had to work pretty much all day today, hence why this video is a little later. So I'll try to have plays whenever I can, but if I don't, then it's never guaranteed that I'm gonna have any added plays. I might just not like anything. So if you do want more plays, I may or may not have some that would be in the pinned comments. So keep an eye out for those. But other than that, I'll just get straight into the plays. My first play that I like is Mohamed El Shanawi to go higher than 3.5 saves for Outlier going up against Palmeiras. I'm not saying at home or away because these are all away games for everybody, so I'm not too worried about that. But first of all, he's coming off a great 5-save clean sheet performance against Inter Miami. He didn't concede against them. He had 5 saves, and now they're playing an arguably an even better team who had 5 shots on target in the first game against Porto. Palmeiras had a pretty good performance there, so I expect Palmeiras to get the same shots on target, if not more. And if they do, I expect them to get at least 4 of those saves. Besides, the group in general is wide open. Anybody can get first, second, third, or fourth. All teams ended with 0-0 draws in both of their games, so they all have 1 point, same goal difference. So Palmeiras will be aggressive and believe that this is their chance and matchup, which it is. This is the best matchup that they have left because after this, they have the game against Inter Miami. So this is going to be their best chance left to get those 3 points. So not only do they need to win, they also need the goal difference because like I mentioned, the goal difference is 0 across the whole board. So even if they're up by 1, they're still going to keep shooting, try to get those chances. And they're not a clinical team. I mentioned in the first game, they failed to score against Porto. They had 5 shots on target, could not score a single shot. And so far this season in their own league, in the Brazilian league, they have only converted 30% of the shots on target that they've taken. And last season, it was even lower at 27%. So he will get the opportunities. He had a great performance in the first game. I expect him to still get those opportunities here, and I expect him to save them. So I like Mohamed El Shanawi to go higher than 3.5 saves for Outlier going up against Palmeiras. And the second player prop that I have so far is also a goalkeeper prop, and that's Oscar Ustari to go higher than 3 saves for Inter Miami going up against Porto. He had to make 8 saves last game against Outlier. He faced 8 shots on target, including a penalty, which he saved, which just shows Inter Miami's defensive vulnerability. And that it's always been that case. Anytime I've taken a Miami prop or a Miami player, I've always said Miami relies on their attack, not their defense. They have always been weak defensively. They allow a lot of shots, and now they're playing on paper and even tougher opposition. Porto had 3 shots on target against Palmeiras. And he in the league, he has averaged so far 3.2 saves per 90, and that's in the MLS. So if he can just get his average, that's at least 3. But with Porto, I expect him to get that 4th. And he has shown to step up in these big games, in these bigger tournaments. Obviously, last game he had that 8 save performance, including the penalty save against Outlier. But he also has saved when he played 8 games in the Champions Cup. His average save percentage in the MLS is around 64 to 65%. But when he played 8 games in the Champions Cup, that bumped up to 74.2%, which is really, really good. And Porto will get the chances to shoot. Besides, the first game for Miami where they allowed those many shots was in Miami. So it was a home game for them because it was the season opener. But now they're playing in Atlanta, so it's an away game. So I expect them to allow more shots against a better opposition. He will get the opportunities. And they're in the same group as Palmeiras and Outlier. So just like I mentioned before, it's an open group. So I expect Porto to be aggressive and believe that they can win. So I like this play as well. Oscar Ustari to go higher than 3 saves for Miami going up against Porto. Before I get into my money line plays, as always, I would really appreciate if everybody liked the video and commented as well. It only takes a second. It's a great way to support the channel. I try to read all the comments as soon as I can. And if you're just showing support, dropping a comment there, asking a question, because I know a lot of people that make these plays and watch these videos only do it because it's me, not necessarily because they watch soccer, which I really do appreciate. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you're notified when these videos are out. And also do let people know in my Discord, linked in the description, which is not a premium. I don't sell a premium. I don't hide any picks or anything like that. It's just for those that want to join a good community. You get notified when videos go out to the public there as well. And People talk about their own plays. You could put your place there as well, not just soccer, MLB, CSGO, WNBA, NBA, everything. So if you want to join that, you're more than welcome to in the description. And same thing for all my apps that I use, all linked in the description. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. I have one money line play. Unfortunately, day one missed. I'll get into that at the end of the video. But we're on to day one. We're restarting it. Just because we lost the first day, I'm not discouraged. It happens sometimes, but I'm still confident that we can get a good run going. I got this play from -115, and that's PSG to go higher than 2.5 goals going up against Botafogo. First of all, you're getting good value on this, to be honest. They're coming off that 4-0 dominant win against Atletico Madrid, who's known to be a defensive team, and they had no Dembele and no Barcola. But Barcola should be back in this game. Even if he doesn't start, he will come off the bench. And I expect them to be able to get 3 against a weaker defense compared to Atletico. Yes, Botafogo had a good game in that first game, but I don't see them not conceding against this PSG side that has been so good. Botafogo still conceded a goal to Seattle, and Seattle has 60% possession, had 23 shots, 5 shot on target. So PSG can get the same, if not more possession, can get the same, if not more shots. Same thing with the shots on target and convert more. Besides, PSG have managed to score 3+ goals in 5 straight games in all competitions, including the Champions League final, and Botafogo will struggle to get anything going. I expect this to be a game where PSG controls a lot of the ball and takes a lot of shots, and they will get the opportunity to score these goals. With the win here, they pretty much guarantee their game they're into the next round. Besides, like I mentioned in the first video and the previous videos, these Club World Cup games means a lot because teams get money for every win, getting out the group, getting to the next stage. So in general, PSG will not hold back in this game. Again, they're playing a team that just won the Champions League final before this first game against Inter Milan 5-0. They're still an informed team. They're still an active team, unlike other teams that haven't been active for a couple weeks. They're a much better team, and I just trust their quality, and I think you're getting good value here. For -115, day one of the ladder challenge, PSG to go higher than 2.5 goals going up against Botafogo. Thank you everybody for watching. Quickly going over last video's picks. It wasn't a horrible day, but wasn't a great day either. Player prop wise, including the added plays, it was a 2-2 day. So not horrible, but could have been better. The one that I had in the video, Ryan Deers, he played the full game. But one, I expected him to play more as a box-to-box, but he was really the only midfielder there in front of a bunch of attackers. So he only ended up taking 1 shot. I still think he should have taken the second, but unfortunately he missed. The added plays that did hit, I had Valdez to get 4 saves. I believe he ended with 5, so he hit. I added Doku to get a shot on target. He ended up scoring, so he hit. And then I had Rodrigo to take at least 2 shots for Madrid, but he got subbed out in the 63rd minute. He took 1 shot, so unfortunately he missed. So again, it was a 2-2 day player prop wise, and I did mention earlier that day one did miss. We needed Manchester City to score 3 goals. They had 2 at halftime and just could not get that 3rd goal in the second half. They had plenty of opportunities, but they just couldn't convert, and it was very unfortunate. So there's no point in even mentioning Mexico. As I'm recording this, I'm watching the game right now, and it's still 0-0. So who knows if they would have got to 2 goals, but we can bounce back. We were on a great run of form. Besides, again, it wasn't a horrible day or anything. Hopefully we can pick it up, have a great day. Like I mentioned, if I do have any edit plays, they will be in the pinned comment. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.